Dynasty, Kim Jong and Kim Jong.
Dude, I want to take this guy to task so bad.
Like, or Kim Song Il. Sorry, all of them are
Kim
fucking
Song
insane.
Il?
They've lost their damn minds. Like there's a screw loose in their heads. Even though they like pretend to be like very demure and Korean, like
full of shit, bro.
I'm like, no,
so
you're
full
not
of
demure.
shit.
Like y'all are
dun
fucking
dun
crazy.
dun,
Like,
says Stanton.
And I'm sorry, that's not. And by the way, I wish Hope would.
Yeah, sure they
wish
did.
Hope would comment
Sure
on
they
that,
did,
because
bro.
the thing is that they
Sure they
actually
did.
are.
I believe you.
Like it's. There's a rumor going around that like they actually. What is it? One of them is an undiagnosed schizophrenic, and I'm just like,
get in there and take this guy to fucking task. Take him to just fucking this. Even if it's true, this guy does not have direct information. Bullshit. Bull fucking
Trust
shit.
me, I get it, and you're in America. So
This
you can say what you
motherfucker
want,
is
but out
not
there, you
in a
couldn't say that, right?
66 viewer channel
please, no.
with
Exactly.
intel
So
nobody
it's a
else has. Bullshit.
culture-based, society compared to America, and that's why we're considered land of the free, right? Because we can speak as we want, but when it comes to certain things, we have to be mindful. But ultimately, in other countries, what a lot of Americans say now today, they would make it in other countries. So when Trump spoke about being a dictator, you don't even know what that was based on. And you don't know what a dictator is. A lot of these people that are losing their lives that are innocent, this is sad, and it's disbelief for the simple fact that we should
They're not letting anybody else up, right? They're not letting anybody else up because they're fucking assholes. So I guess we'll move on, and you can. I guess everybody's an intel operative. They saw intelligence nobody else has seen.
Elective, I mean, you don't even need a reason. You just don't feel like having the baby.
That's still between the person and their doctor.
I think most serious doctors would not do a fucking abortion once that baby is viable. Like,
okay, but should they be allowed to? Is the question. Should it be legal for them to do so?
Not an elective one.
Okay.
And I think that the doctors, the staff, people, I don't think they're actually out there making that choice. Like the way that this has been pitched, as if women are out there going at month 7, 8, or 9 to just walk in and get a fucking abortion.
We'll see if they let me up.
Completely detached from reality.
So let's just ban it, and it won't affect that many people. Then what's the problem?
No, you're not understanding that when you ban it for everybody, no matter what stage you're in, you're actually putting women at risk who actually elected to get pregnant.
How?
No, because we're not talking about banning medical ones. We're talking about
But that's what it becomes. It becomes.
But that's what it becomes. How the fuck are you going to go up to your doctor's office? You're having issues, and then they're like, "Wait a minute, are you actually having an issue, or is this an elective thing for you?"
Well, I mean,
like,
isn't
come
it
on.
kind of serious? You got a 7-month-old
You think some people have
Not letting anybody up there either. We'll move on to the next one.
Authority in heaven and on earth. In this way, you could consider him God. You can consider him divine. All I'm pointing out is that it was given to him.
Correct.
Okay? And this is consistent with the distinction made between God and Jesus. Okay, Jesus can't be God and God give him authority without suggesting he's giving something he already has.
Correct.
If Jesus is God, he already has that authority. He doesn't need to be given it.
And the verse you were saying earlier, where he gains in stature and wisdom, my issues with the Trinity thing is like where
5 requesting there. We'll keep going. See if we can get on one quick.
I have a lot more learning to do and a lot more practice to do. My form of magic is,
a
magician.
I'm more
of a math and science guy, but I still see that as magic. But I have done like tarot cards, and every tarot reading I've done has been scary accurate, to the point to where like I thought tarot was fake at first, but every reading I've done and gotten
gonna have to destroy them.
That I
still
a magician.
I love magicians.
What do you make
I
of the
love
argument that
my magic.
It's broad enough to, like, it would have to be more specific to really be demonstrable, that it's broad enough to really be like, because I got a tarot card reading, and a big part of it was you have habits that are bad, and if you stop doing those bad habits, your life will be better. And it was just like, okay, well, like, and I could use that very internally and like really internalize it for myself, but I feel like it's just, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
I thought that, wait, it's kind of like fortune cookies, like something bad will happen to you before you die. It's like, oh, okay, like you stub your toe like a month down the road and you're like, oh, it was real. But
hello, Mr. Wizard.
I thought that with the tarot.
Hello, Mr. Wizard.
Because I did get some
Let
general
Mr.
ones
Wilson
that,
destroy your entire worldview
There's
in
just one
minutes.
specific reading.
Just let me.
That was so specific. It like talked about like I did the reading in front of my friends, my other satanic friends, and we all did our own interpretations of it. And it said that like this woman would come along, offer me a lot of money, and then it would turn toxic, and then eventually I'll have to like forget about the past. And I was confused. It was a love reading for myself, just because I was like, wanting that for myself.
Yeah.
And then one of my friends, like, I don't know how she came up with this, but she said it was going to be somebody with dark eyes and dark hair. And the next day, this dark-eyed, dark-haired woman. She's a little bit younger.
A woman with dark hair and dark eyes. There's none of those. Those are extremely rare.
It was like this younger woman with a lot of money.
Extremely rare.
Rich dad, like, wanted to call me and stuff, and it was like, it was super weird. She love bombed me, and like,
thank you, Wonder Woman.
I was like, what the fuck? Okay, is the tarot happening right now? What's going on? She's offering me money. Is this her? Like, I just did the reading yesterday, and then she started like yelling at me, like, because she wanted to play a video game with me, and I didn't know how to play it good. So she started like calling me like really.
You didn't know how to play a video game
really
good?
Competitive. And I'm leaving.
This chick was making fun of him because she was beating him at a video game. This chick was making fun of him because she was beating him at a video game.
And I had to forget about it. And I still think about that because
what kind of man lets him get beat by a woman in a video game?
I haven't played around with it much since then.
Yeah.
But it was weird. Another thing is like, especially in transcendental magic, it talks a lot about willpower.
Does it?
And how you can make things happen with willpower. And how, it calls like manipulation a form of magic. In a sense, but it just describes it as willpower. So as long as your will is stronger than somebody else's, between the two of you, you'll be in the advantage because you're the one who can manipulate them. They cannot manipulate you. And it talks about how everything is an illusion. So things like love is an illusion. Everything is. So as long as everything is an illusion, even somebody else's kindness, that's the thing. If somebody's kind to you, it's like, you don't have to be narcissistic, but like understand that it is an illusion. Keep your willpower no matter what. You cannot be controlled by other people.
All right. Well, this guy's going to take fucking forever too. Let's see if we can find something we can get in on. Oh, here we go.
By our conscious minds, because our brains are essentially closed. Like, our conscious experience is essentially a closed system that you can't, because like you said, you can't reach out and touch it. You can't touch somebody else's. And whenever you pass away, that thing just completely disappears altogether.
I wouldn't agree, and only because I don't like using the we will never know excuse. And I'm not trying to say that's what you were saying. What I meant is, like, we didn't know a lot of things 100 years ago, and our technology and our understanding of reality physics has, I guess to use a scientific word, quantum leaped in the last 50 to 100 years.
Wait, quantum leaped is a scientific word? I thought it was a movie reference, bro.
I was making a joke.
It's both.
But our understanding of our reality as we know it from a physics standpoint has accelerated so much in the last 100 years. I wouldn't go out there and say we won't ever know, because we're making a lot of leaps and strides every year, every couple of years. We've got the fundamentals down that it's kind of like abiogenesis. Like, we don't know the 10,000 steps it takes, but we figured out 1,000. So I would never say.
Well, we don't even know we figured out 1,000 though.
We don't even know if there's 10,000 steps.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know any of that.
We don't have that kind of
No,
information.
I mean, you can say that. I'm telling you, we do.
Okay, well then prove it. Hang on. Let him just demonstrate. Let him just demonstrate it. Let him demonstrate.
No, I'm not. I told you we did, and you can go look it up. I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'm looking at abiogenesis. Can you tell me? You say there's 1,000 steps we know.
Experiment 1954 to 1957. There's one example. Now going back to what I was saying.
That's not 1,000 steps, bro.
Okay, that's fine.
Why do you just dismiss your own claims?
Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up, idiot. Answer my question. Why do you dismiss your own claims?
I'm not talking to you.
I'm talking to you. It doesn't matter if you're talking to me.
So what I was
Why do you keep spurting out? Why don't you just respond?
Andrew, stop.
Wait, how am I in the wrong?
Just stop.
But how am I in the wrong here?
Talk over him. Wait your turn.
Well, how do we ascertain turns? Can you just tell me that?
Can you stop? Maybe
Yeah, sure, I can. I just want to know how we ascertain turns.
Can we stop?
Yes, I would just like to know how I ascertain turns.
Raise your
send a
hand
little
down
hand
at the
emoji.
bottom. See a little emoji? To raise your hand down at the bottom. Raise your hand.
I actually don't see one. Where is it?
Yeah, use it on your keyboard.
Use what on my keyboard?
There's usually a search bar to find emojis.
I don't. I'm sorry, I don't see one. But I do want to follow the rules of the live. Hang on, I do want to follow the rules of the live. I just want to know how I know. But it's not there for me. I'm sorry, it's not there for me. How else could I do this? How else could I do it?
Then just say raise hand.
Okay, raise hand.
Steven will see it, or some other mod will say it.
Yeah, just type that in the thing.
We're just trying to keep it to where one person is talking at a time. It's too overwhelming and nobody can hear each other.
Okay, well, raise hand.
Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. So just to finish what I was saying is,
Hang on, I'm still raising my hand, bro.
Yes, but that means that Fig goes, and then you can go after Fig.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Go ahead.
Finish what I was saying. I wouldn't go out on a limb and say we never could know or won't be able to discover fully what consciousness is, just because we've made so much stride and headway in the last 100 years with neuroscience, neurocognitive, all of that. So that just be my response.
Neuro what? Cognitive? What is that?
Okay, bro.
Andrew, can you please engage in good faith?
This is good faith. I am.
This is not good faith, and you know it.
Okay, why? What am I doing which is not good faith?
You're not being respectful. You're interrupting. You're being rude.
Well, this guy's way out of line. Come on.
You're focusing on points and focusing on very small details. And he might say one thing that is slightly wrong, but that doesn't completely invalidate everything. That
I agree, but semantics are super important. And when somebody's talking out of their ass, we can tell quickly, right?
Andrew, here's the thing that I learned with these kind of lives, right? When you debate, take a notepad and take notes on what you want to say to those points.
But they just say, I didn't say that, though.
Hold on.
That's all they say, right?
Hold on. Is when you come to your turn, you can hit point for point. Okay?
Yeah, but then they just say, I didn't say that, unless you call them at the moment, right?
Then you take the quote down. It's called note-taking.
Yeah, but they just lie about it.
No.
You know how much harder it is to lie when you call them on it at the time? It's much harder.
Sir. This is how we do debate.
Ma'am.
Please stop. Do not patronize
Andrew,
me.
are you going to be genuine? Or
I'm being genuine. I would like to engage with this guy on some of his insane things he said.
I'm not talking to this dude. He's a fucking disingenuous prick.
Oh, you got me, bro. Got me.
Got me go.
The only thing that should be patronized is the pub, okay? Let's just get that straight.
I do like the pub. The pub is good.
Amen.
Can you please stop? Please continue.
Hey, I just joined. I'm raising my hand.
No, I was done, Morgan. Thank you.
All right.
Can I raise my hand?
Now, Andrew, it is your turn. What do you want to say?
Yeah, so let's dive into the fact that just because you make a bunch of things up that sound scientific, like, oh, I grabbed my somoflange and then got into my teleporter and flew off to what it doesn't make it actually scientific. When you make these claims, so that you know, science is a mechanism which utilizes the idea of isolation. The more you can isolate something, basically into a vacuum. The more that you can possibly do this, the better that it is. Just using what you consider to be scientific lingo like quantum leap is absurd. So when I ask you these questions, I'm not trying to be bad faith. I'm actually trying to narrow in on what it is you're saying. So what exactly is it that you're saying here, specifically?
He made his point clear. He was saying that just because we don't
Let him talk,
now,
dude. Let him talk.
He obviously doesn't feel like it because
So
you're
he
being an
can't?
asshole.
He can't?
Nobody has to respond to you.
So yeah, so other people talk on behalf of other people?
Well, I was having a conversation with this person first of all, and then you butted in.
They called on me, bro. They called on me. So I just went ahead and responded. I was quiet and I went ahead and responded just like she told me to, in the spirit of good faith, and asked him to be specific. That's all that happened.
I'm trying to respond to you. Nobody owes anybody a response. Nobody owes anybody their energy.
So then how is that a debate then?
If they don't have the capacity to respond to you, don't force it.
So he's not smart enough to respond to me?
It's called a consent violation.
What?
If somebody does
not everybody has their crystals to replenish their energy. Okay, we just gotta chill down the energy of the room.
All right. If they don't have the crystals, oh, they ban me. Fuck.
I might be moving to DC soon, just to raise me up a crop of crystals. Polished up, look at them shine, lined up in a pretty little box. I can sell uptown, no one would need a pistol. All the bad dudes trapped in crystal, crystal, crystal. Wipe it down, keeping my lonely crystal farm. Have me a bumper crop, libtards on top. Moving to DC soon, gonna be a crystal prison tycoon. Moving to DC soon, a crystal prison warden. A bag full of diamonds, got me a chest full of sapphires, got me a room full of opals, got me a warehouse full of crystals. Moving to DC soon, gonna be a crystal prison tycoon. Moving to DC soon, a crystal prison warden. Putting them in, polish it up in a white little box. I grow my own. Moving to DC soon, gonna be a crystal prison tycoon. Moving to DC soon, a crystal prison warden. Moving to DC soon, gonna be a crystal prison tycoon. Moving to DC soon, a crystal prison warden. Moving to DC soon, gonna be a crystal prison tycoon. Moving to DC soon, a crystal prison.